Hello and welcome back to a very short stream of my programs dev playthrough of RP-1. I've got this going along, and I think it is time. I've got more staff I can hire. I'll make them researchers at this point. We need more researchers. Oh, I left that UI open. Let me close the UI. Let's research some stuff. Oh, I forgot we need blue sky nodes to get that. So I'm actually gonna unqueue that node. I wonder what happens if I do it from here. Maybe it'll just work, maybe it won't. Survey says didn't just work. Did give me the science back, I think. Yeah, I should just add buttons to dequeue those nodes. Oh, that's cheap. Just do that. Okay, made the note. So I should mention, we had some changes. So now subsidy scales between 0 rep and what used to be the min rep. However, you now have rep decay of about 15% per year. I also can't see it here, but I added support for I bet it won't. Yeah, it doesn't say. But PAP made a heavy version of early satellites, so you can. It has lower tech requirements but higher payload requirements. And when you select one of them, it'll deactivate the other, never to be seen again. Let's switch back to active view. Okay. Okay, I think it is time now the solar panels have gone downhill. It is now time to load the proper rocket. Does this have the proper engine? Yes. Okay. Except we probably can't afford to do anything, because yeah, the payload fairings cost a bunch. Avionics tooling costs a bunch. The tank costs a bunch. So instead, we'll use this, I guess. But I probably can't afford to do this either, now that I think about it. Yeah, it costs 40K. Can't afford. Yeah, I was right. Okay, so we can't do anything right now. So I guess we need to launch one more of these, since it will complete before we have enough cash to do anything. Okay. Slow down construction. Get us a little more money. Let's do some training so we can get some science. Okay. So we'll continue to get forest. No, you should be Walter. Okay, there's our engines. Okay, so another cool thing about this is check out the thrust numbers as I'm throttling back. Hold constant and then come on, step right down and then step down again. So I finally implemented stair-step throttling. Squirrel, the downrange 3000 is the first objective in that program. 4500 is the next one. Thanks, CMF. Also, hi. Yeah, it's probably worth starting with like maybe even an earlier one, like 1,000 kilometers. Well, Squirrel, you've restarted, so now you can be the first guinea pig to try out the Soviet-ish version of early satellites. See how that plays. Oh, Simav, the stuff that you added back, I saw it. I specifically didn't add, but that's fine. I guess the Apollo one I should have added, but the Gemini L thing, I didn't add because Gemini L wasn't in there yet. Or Gemini. Oh, hope you had a good weekend, Squirrel. I have absolutely no idea how AA will react to the step throttle. If you turn the PID on, it'll probably be fine, but... but it won't particularly like it. Oh shoot, I forgot to switch over to that mode. Oh well, that's fine. Yeah. I mean, ultimately, I think it's a fool's errand to try to have AA manage your throttle with an XLR11. Like, you do that with jets, but trying to do it with an XLR11. Hello.
How long have you been doing?
Like probably 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Survey says 20 minutes.
This is a pure science flight, or?
Yep. Yes, it is. Pure science and astronaut retirement increasing flight.
Sense. Are you going to be getting to crude fast enough that it makes sense to keep your astronauts on?
Maybe. Now that proficiency training doesn't eat up retirement time, it might just work. Which means I think I might want to lower early retirements, but like, John Young is an outlier. Like, can't really balance retirements around John Young.
Makes sense. What science are you getting from space?
Crew report. Ah, we just finished. Okay. So I need to be over something that isn't for us. So the next one I'll do over the water.
You think we should do the biome nuking as part of this big pack of stuff?
If some engineer has time to fix ScanSat, then yes.
Okay.
And CMAV, yeah, you're right. There is that little bit of instant clip That's kind of annoying. Like, I'm pretty booked on programs, but if someone else has time to write some little plugin or Harmony patch or something to make ScanSat not freak out, that would be awesome.
Why does it freak out with?
Because it makes assumptions about like it has a fixed pixel to square kilometer ratio, I think, or something like, basically an issue along those lines, which fails in RSS because our planets are freaking huge.
Sure.
All right, let's see if we can maintain 15 degrees and 8 Gs. Why are we? Why is it doing the? Why does atmospheric autopilot do this to me? I don't understand what happens.
Oh, either, because it's definitely not maintaining 15 degrees.
Yeah, it's just deciding that I shouldn't be pitching.
Never had this trouble with A, but
Yeah, I don't get it either. CMAV, is there another branch of RSS that I don't have? Because I'm on the latest for real solar system. I'll double check. Yeah. Yeah, there's the debug UI commit, and there's the new SRange launch site commit, but
Aerodoid, as Nathan always says, be the change you want to see.
yep. That would be good. CMAV, does that require the debug stuff, the debug branch, or is it just existing? Okay. Yeah, so none of these things look that weird to me. I mean, pitch rate limit, it wouldn't be hitting. The side slip and side G moderation, it wouldn't be hitting. So, yeah, I don't know. Let's go 270,
I've used the same thing that you have and done exactly what you do. The only time I've run into trouble I can think of is like I'm hitting the G limit. Sometimes it would be just like you're over G's, you can't pitch anymore. Gotta go to zero angle of attack, but you weren't.
Okay, there's all the clip plane stuff for in down here. Why am I? Oh, that was hilarious. Apparently spawning that UI caused my gear to open. AOA hold controller is not active. Simev, I have no idea either. I'm using RSSV high and the same scatter that's in the Express install, and nothing else of note.
It could be literally your graphics hardware.
Oh yeah, I guess that's plausible. Yeah, I have a 1080. No, I'm sorry. That was my old rig. I have a 3070.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't necessarily be a performance thing, but yeah, I mean, certainly you should not be running into issues with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I do now, but Squirrel, I didn't before. And besides, it was clamping me at like 4 degrees coming in. So then I got out of this mode. Okay, let's dive. A lot of drag losses, but I guess that's worth it.
Yeah, because you're trading drag losses for gravity losses.
True. Alright, I'll G-limit at 9, maybe that'll... Basically, because G-limiting at 10 means actually G-limiting at 11, and that knocks my palette out. G-limiting at 9 maybe will be okay. But clearly I need the 35 degrees, or bad things happen. Okay, I don't actually want to be too much higher than 140. Or we'll get a little bit cooked on descent.
Plus, you didn't need to be in space for that long to get all the crew science you needed, so you'll do better getting high altitude with a lower.
Yeah, that's what I was. That's why I was filtering. I mean, we need crew report from water. We had it only from forest, so we need to be in space some.
Okay.
But.
Anyway, that kind of like hill climb and then dip down and reascend is the most efficient way I've found to do these flights. But you know, your mileage may vary depending on your airframe.
Yeah, it seems to work pretty well.
shouldn't have to hit too much of an angle of attack during the zoom climb. So yeah, it should be good for you. Like it varies a lot based off of just sort of what angle attack you want. You have to pull to get to preserve your velocity as you do the zoom climb.
Yeah. Okay, so we had 2 minutes of space, and see, I did quick save. As soon as I entered space rather than just now, but yes. All right, let's see how this works. If I really cared, I would have done the Spaceship One thing of having cocked tailplanes for re-entry. Okay, max. Yeah, what is it? See, it's freaking out, and I have no idea why it's freaking out. MechJeb is off. All these things should be off. It's in standard fly-by-wire. Yeah, it just does not let me fly it. Okay, so apparently I can't rely on atmospheric autopilot to do anything on that reentry, and I don't know why. That is so weird. Wait, why does that think there's fuel? That's weird, but I don't have any ethanol. Yeah, that's weird. Never seen that before. Update propellant status is just wrong. Okay, let's, I guess, let MechJeb try to fly it. See if that works any better. What are we doing? MechJeb is also very confused. This is exceedingly weird. Oh, I think update propellant status doesn't run when the engine's not running. So, yes, I know what's going on now. No, CMAV, I didn't have AA on. I had the AA window open, but that's not the same thing as having it on. See? Master switch was off. Now master switch is on. Now master switch is on. Master switch off again. So I'm going to try one other thing. Which is the mess. Yeah, let's check for our settings. You're absolutely right. Nope, all those are off. Good thought. Let's try this. Okay, so apparently what we need is to fly with mass aim flight and AA, and then it's perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Weird that that doesn't cause more problems than it solves.
Yes. Because I think what's going on is AA is freaking out by my having full pitch. And I think the reason it's freaking out maybe is because the tailplanes stall. Except no, that
doesn't make sense.
No, because they're a negative alpha, so it's not that. But like clearly there's something going on where.
Yeah. Plus, I doubt AA is recalculating in aerodynamics rather than just applying control inputs.
Yeah, I guess that. I mean. So the reason why I'm saying, like, it's not that AA is doing that. My point is that if those surfaces are over deflected, then you'll lose pitch authority, and then you snap back. Like, that's my point.
I guess so, but they definitely weren't over pitched that I saw. Plus, I mean, your RCS was going nuts too. It wasn't like, and that shouldn't have.
Yes. Yeah, right. It would have just, yeah, it would have held constant. Yeah, I have no explanation for why it was behaving like that. CMAV, it's not MechJeb's AOA limiter because if that had been true, it would have kicked in on the ascent. Also, does MechJeb have an AOA limiter? Yeah, like ordinarily it would be the alpha's too high, the wings stall, which pops the nose down. But I was only at like 5 to 10 degrees of alpha before it was flipping pitch. Yeah, and notably I didn't used to have this problem either. I think it's just in the newest version of AA. MechJeb utilities. Let's see what we got here. Nope, none of that looks relevant. Okay, let's come north a little bit. We're way further south than we should be. And we're almost back to the Cape, too. There's the runway. That's exceedingly interesting. Why does it natively have a bit of yaw on it? That's interesting. Anyway.
Hey, Mav, I think I've seen him do that already once.
Yeah, I've definitely come in sharper than this before.
Managed to break the um, code you put into
No, I didn't.
make.
No, I got that credit every time.
Oh, I thought you told me you didn't get it that
I
one time.
thought for sure I wouldn't, but what happened was I didn't realize the thing was on cooldown, so I got no reward.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought I didn't make it, but in fact.
Well, that's an apocryphal story, but
Yes.
120. You want him to fly it backwards? I saw that that video on the KSP forum of somebody built a jet to fly forwards and backwards. It's, KSP aerodynamics.
Yep. Okay. Sync rate of under 1 meter per second. That was pretty slick. Certainly by KSP standards, that was pretty slick.
Yep.
In reality, like, passengers in the cabin would not have been happy, but yeah, but that was a more successful flare than usual.
I mean, if the travel distance on your shocks is reasonable enough, like a big jet
Yeah.
could, it wouldn't bug you too much.
Yeah.
But they're also flying with HOTAS and they're in the cockpit, so.
Yeah, I really need to actually set mine up.
Yes, you do. I think you've said that many, many times, but
For literally a year and a half now.
Yeah, I mean, like, I didn't bother setting up my computer for a month, so who am I to judge?
Yep. Oh, hey, I got 10 more. You get to be researchers. Yeah, there's no way we're going to have enough money and time to put anything on that, so we'll just fly one more booster development mission before we start testing Able. And away we go. Why did it have that kick? That was weird. Anyway. Have to admit, I've had really good luck with the LR-79.
Nathan, maybe your rocket just knows it has to work harder because it's ugly.
23G burnout. Gotta love it.
Yeah, and even for time acceleration, that was a really fast flip.
CMAV, I also flew the S3 for a long time. This was, I think, the first S3D flight. I flew the S3 enough to have 2000 data on the S3D on that first flight, so I appreciate that I actually get to fly booster development missions under programs. Okay. Okay, my rep, I guess, has now decayed enough that I'm losing less per year now. That's cool. Yeah, where did we start out at? Let's see. Not sure that's actually decaying properly. Okay, that said, I think it is time for me to call it quits. So thanks everybody for watching. Maximal, thank you for going along, and I'll catch you all next time. Night.
No problem. Good night.